We all think a narcissistic relationship is something between a husband and a wife, or a boyfriend and girlfriend, or romantic partners, but that's not true. Many people can experience deep hurt at the hands of a narcissistic parent. Watch here to learn how to emotionally heal from the pain and hurt that's caused by being raised by a narcissistic parent so that you can set yourself free. I think being raised by a narcissistic parent is actually worse than being married or being in a relationship with one. You know why? Because you can leave a relationship, even if it's hard, but a child cannot leave a narcissistic mother. They tend to be stuck there until they're grown up, and it causes a lot of damage. So how would you know that you've had a narcissistic mother? What is a narcissist? And how do you spot their traits? Well, the big thing about a narcissist is they are never, ever wrong. And there's nothing wrong with them. They'll always say, well, it's not me, that's you. You've done that. It wasn't my fault. It's almost impossible to argue with a narcissist because they don't think they're ever wrong. You can't have an argument to say, look, this is what you did wrong, because they have an interesting belief. I haven't done anything wrong. It's all your fault. They never, ever apologize. They try to get other members on their side to say, oh, your poor mother, she's so lovely. You've hurt her feelings. You've done this. And they lie a lot. They recreate stuff. They change everything. They're not in reality. They will change any scenario to make you wrong and them right. But the biggest thing to notice is they need to be right, and they care so much about how they look to outsiders, but they don't care about how they look to you. So they will scream and shout, and maybe even hurt you at home, hit you, scream. They wouldn't do that in front of people. In front of people, they act a part. I'm an amazing mother with a terribly ungrateful kid. I'm a wonderful person. I don't know how I got these ungrateful children. I don't know what's wrong with my daughter. Look at me. I'll give you an example. One of my clients said, my mum used to pick me up from school, and she bought a little Tupperware box, and in it was snacks. There'd be some falafel, some cheese, some ham, a sandwich. I'd eat it, and then she'd turn around and go, you're so fat. Why did you eat all that? She'd even slap her and say, why can't you look like me? I'm so slim and lovely, and you're fat and chunky. You got a fat tummy and no waist, and why did you eat all that food? Which she found really confusing. You bring me the food, I eat the food, and then you slap me and shout at me for having no control because I'm not slim and lovely like you. When in fact many young children have a tummy and they're square. Her mum used to call her a dice, like a little square. Some people can be incredibly mean to their children, and narcissistic mothers just don't understand nurture. If you're a parent, you and I know your job is to nurture your child. Your job is to raise a child with healthy self-esteem. Very hard when your mother is saying, you're fat, you're stupid, you're ugly. How did someone as intelligent as me have a child like you? One of my clients told me something. He said, I showed my mother a drawing, and she said, darling, please remember something. You are 6. I'm not 6. I find you so boring. You see, I'm so intelligent. I really shouldn't have been a mother because I'm too intelligent to raise you. The truth is, if she was that freaking smart, she would never have said that to her child. An intelligent woman wouldn't dream of saying, you're boring. I'm too smart to be a mother. Smart is knowing that your job is to put your child's needs in front of yours, to nurture a person, to grow them feeling that they matter, that they're worthy. But you see, that child, even at 20, couldn't have said, hey, Mum, you know, when I think about what you said to me, thinking about it now, that wasn't very smart. If you were so intelligent, wouldn't you have read some parenting books and got some ideas? Because the mother would say, no, I knew all of that. It was you. You were a difficult child. You were an impossible child. You were a hard child to raise. So as a child, you have no comeback with a narcissist. As an adult, one of the best things you can do is keep your distance. It doesn't mean never see them, but see them less. Try and have a lot of your relationship on the phone, on the text, on email, and when you are face-to-face, set boundaries. Be calm and say things like, I'm inviting you to have a conversation with me about something. If you refuse to have this conversation, there is no point in me coming to visit you. I often recommend you write a letter. Here's a letter. Dear Mum, when I come to see you next time, I would like to bring up some issues from my past that have hurt me, and they're getting in the way of our relationship. And I would really like to talk about them. If you refuse to talk about them, then there's actually no point in me coming to see you. Send the letter, go and see your mother, bring it up. And if she says, I don't know what you're talking about, go, I invite you to read the letter. You didn't get it? Oh, here it is on my phone. Let me send it to you again. Let me send it to you now. When you've read the letter and you are willing to enter into dialogue with me, our relationship will get better. I find a very useful expression is this: hey Mum, I actually want to love you more. I've got this stuff in the way of me loving you. It's called resentment or confusion or frustration or anger or sadness or regret. And I just need to deal with it so it's not in the way, it's not a barrier, it's not a block, and I can love you more. It's a very good idea to plan what you are going to say to a narcissist, to plan what you're going to say, and to also plan your responses. When your mother says, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't remember it like that, oh, that never happened, well, your auntie and uncle think that it was all your fault. You have to plan your answers. You don't remember it? Well, let me remind you. Even if you don't remember it, I'm talking about my feelings. So let's imagine that, Mum, I asked you for a doll's house for 5 years for Christmas, and you never got me one. Oh, but I couldn't afford it. Or I thought you should have a bike. I wanted to buy you roller skates. I wanted you to have a violin or a clarinet or a flute. You go, I know that. But I want to talk about my feelings, that I always got what you wanted me to have. I never got what I wanted. This has left me with a belief. I can't have what I want. You never allowed me to leave food on my plate, and now I can't leave food. You never allowed me to choose my own clothes. You never allowed me to have a debate or an opinion, and now I find myself with someone where my opinions don't matter. It's not about how you remember it, Mum. It's about how I feel. I was never allowed to have an argument with you, and so I didn't know how to debate. I was told my opinion didn't matter. My feelings weren't valid. And now I find myself as an adult in a situation where I believe I don't matter. I feel not valid. I still feel that my opinion doesn't matter. These are feelings that I have because of how you raised me. I know you can't change it. I need to discuss it. I need to make sense of it so I can move on. But I must also tell you the truth. We have a belief. My mum was cold and difficult with me, but now she's going to be a sweet, lovely old lady. I'm sorry, but that isn't true. Some people become sweet, lovely old ladies. And some bitter, cranky, hostile people just become bitter, cranky, hostile older ladies. If your parents could not meet your needs when you're a child or an adolescent, you may have to face the fact that they may never be able to do it. We can't all play happy families. Hey, Mum, this is what you did. And Mum goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you, love you, love you. Let me apologize. I often say, well, I had it worse than you. What about my childhood? You have no idea what you're talking about. I gave you everything. So please be aware that when you're dealing with a narcissistic mother, there often isn't a happy ending. There isn't resolution. They don't go, I'm so sorry. I can see how I hurt you. You deserved better. I wish I could give you better. Often they can't do that, but you know what? There is someone who can do that, you. You can say to yourself, you know what? I didn't deserve that. I deserved better. I was worthy of love and care and nurture. My mother couldn't give it to me, but you know what? I'm going to give it to myself. I had to spend a bit of time saying things to me. I matter. I'm worthy of love. I'm important. I'm significant. I have something to offer the world. I had a long, hard think about something. What would I love my mother to say to me? And I realized that I should say it. One day I told her about my childhood, and she said something classic. My childhood was worse. Do you know I was evacuated in the war? I had to live with strangers for 2 years. I got boils and abscesses. I didn't see my brother. Of course she made it about her, because in her mind, my childhood was better than hers. And how dare I complain about it when hers was so much worse? And I understood that immediately, that she couldn't make it better, but I could. And you can too. You have the tools to make it better. It's never too late to give yourself a happy childhood. It is never too late, ever, to think of the words you've been waiting to hear, longing to hear, and to hear them coming from your mouth, because the mind doesn't know. And it really doesn't care who says those words. You matter. You're worthy of love. You've got something to offer the world, so say it yourself. Consider having RTT therapy, which will really help you to fill up what I call the missing bit of you, the emptiness inside, the needing approval. Let go of seeking approval from others. Put some distance between you and a narcissist. Practice self-love. Grow self-worth, self-esteem, self-value. Build your self-esteem. Build your sense of self. And remember something. The most important words you will ever hear come from you. And even though you may have a mother who is withholding, cold, critical, and dismissive, you can become the warm, loving, caring, nurturing mother you always wanted. It's actually incredibly easy, easier than it sounds. If you would like help with dealing with the issues I've spoken about today, please make contact with one of my amazing RTT therapists who will be happy to help you and are very skilled to help you. Just click the link below and you can find someone who knows how to skillfully help you fix this for good. And I wish you every success. See you soon. Check out my next video here.
If people actually knew this shame that I have, no one would ever love me, no one would ever accept me, no one would ever want to hang out with me, be my friend, they would outcast me. That was the internal conversation, if they knew this shame and insecurity of mine. And so I think that's why I held on to it for 25